On the bottom shelf. All right, y'all, let me like get myself together because I'm clearly a little bit too excited. Y'all, look at my outfit. Before we get into this intro, look at my outfit. I have the cutest little outfit on. Hello. Okay. As you guys can tell by the title, I am finally here with the long-awaited New Year reset video. Now, if you watched my last vlog, then you would know why it was necessary for me to delay this video like this. Honestly, left to me, I would delay it a little bit more just to stress the point that it is okay to start late as long as you start. Today is January 14th, the day that I'm finally getting into my New Year resetting, if you will, and I'm so happy I gave myself this amount of time to adjust to the fact that we're in a new year and to really just give myself a rest period before getting into all of the goals and things that I have planned for my 2023. This looks different for everyone, so I encourage you to listen to your body, follow your schedule, follow what works best for you, but I needed this time more than anything, and I'm so happy that I gave myself enough grace to, you know, act like I was still in 2022 a little bit. But as of today, my 2023 starts. So I'm going to be running you guys through my whole entire shindig on how I plan on getting ready for 2023. If you are new here, welcome. Little rundown on my 2022. I had an amazing year. A year filled with ups and downs, of course. I had a lot of curveballs, obstacles, crazy traumatic events happen in 2022, but I still managed to look on the bright side and make it an absolutely amazing year. And I'm so proud of myself for how I handled that year. Throughout 2022, before the start of 2022, I actually came up with the bright idea to create a win jar. And this is basically a jar where I listed a bunch of my wins or moments where I was very proud of myself during this year, because I am someone that struggles with imposter syndrome. So it is easy for me to forget all of the reasons why I'm deserving of the things that I work for. So if you are someone that happens to struggle with that too, I would highly suggest picking up one of these for the year of 2023, just so you're able to look back at the end of the year and see how much you've accomplished. Of course, everything in here is not what I managed to accomplish in the year of 2022. This is just the times that I remembered, but it's still great to have this as a point of reflection for me, along with a lot of the journal entries that I wrote throughout the year of 2022 and my 2022 resolutions. Hello. I don't mind sharing some of my goals with you, but I actually had something different planned for tonight. It is about to be 5 p.m. and we are going to dinner because I really want to stress the importance of celebrating your wins, no matter how big or small. If you are someone that knows me, you already know I am like this. When it comes to a milestone, baby, I am going to celebrate. Any reason to celebrate myself, I'm gonna take it. So I'm gonna take myself out to dinner, which is why I'm dressed up, because I want to celebrate my 2022 wins. I haven't had a chance to intentionally sit down and just have that moment with myself where I just express my gratitude and just how proud I am of how well I performed in 2022. Man, that year was a year of transformation for me. So much has changed, and I really only have God to thank for that. When we get back from dinner, I'm gonna go through this jar with y'all and open up some of these and see what my wins were. I'm so excited to see what I wrote down in here because it's quite a few little sticky notes, if you will. So definitely gonna be doing this for 2023 as well, but right now my main concern is dinner. I originally had plans to go somewhere like really fancy, but if this is really my celebration that we're talking about, I'm not in the fancy mood. So I don't think I'm gonna do anything fancy. I'm actually craving boba more than anything. I haven't had boba this entire week, so I think it's only right that I get some boba, but I want to make sure that I have a meal as well, so it's really like a celebratory dinner meal situation. I love to eat sushi whenever I have boba. Some of y'all might think that is self-harm, and honestly, to an extent it is, because the bubble guts after are never fun, but I cannot help what I'm craving. So if I want sushi and boba, I'm just gonna have to deal with the repercussions. So we're gonna go get sushi and boba, and then once we have gotten the celebration out of the way, then we can finally get into planning and vision boarding. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you're already enjoying it, make sure to leave a like down below. Make sure to comment as well, and without further ado, like, what are we waiting for? Let's go. Oh, wait, before we head out, my set of the day today is this K. Ali invite only. I got this mini bottle when I was in Dubai. I feel like this scent today. Like something about one of the notes in here, this just feels like me today. Ooh, come on, lighting. Me, every time I gotta stick it down, just say it, then I gotta go it, then I gotta get it, then I gotta blow it, then I gotta shut it, but it thing like doing because then I'm mad because da 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 da. I got a reason, I got so much to give. Shower and blessings, now my cup's running over. She said you don't want no one. Ooh, right in front. Flying the killer, we go cool. Wow, love this for me. Parking right in the front, we love. So we made it to dinner. This is an early dinner, low-key. It's 5:29. I don't normally eat this early, but I kind of just want to have an early night tonight, and I'm not even hungry either, so it's like, why am I here? I'll probably only get like one roll because I'm not that hungry right now. So maybe like one little roll, obviously a large boba tea. So yeah, now I'm gonna head inside, order my boba, give me some sushi, get comfortable. I brought my AirPods so like I can watch like, I swear I just heard a person inside of my car. Okay, anyways, eat my boba, drink my sushi. You already know the drill. So I will see y'all inside.
Catch a flight, change the weather, and I promise forever.
All right, y'all. So I just finished my celebratory dinner. It was short, but extremely sweet. I was very intentional about it, of course. It wasn't just like a solo date, any type of solo date. It wasn't just me going out to eat for the sake of going out to eat, because I definitely could have ate at home. I was very intentional with the fact that I'm here to celebrate my achievements over the past year. I did some reflecting at the table. I enjoyed my meal so much. I watched some Rowena, which also put me in the mood to get excited for the year ahead. It's so important, guys, to disconnect and give yourself a rest period before the start of the new year or within the start of the new year. Just at some point before you get back into that rigorous routine of chasing after your goals. And honestly, God is the best of planners, because I went to Montana with my friends at the start of the year, and before going on the trip, I was very stressed about how the trip would delay my New Year reset and how it would delay my plans that I had for the start of the year. But right now, I'm so grateful that that trip happened, because it was definitely an opportunity for me to disconnect from literally everything for a period before getting back into the swing of things. So if you haven't already, like, you don't have to travel. You do not have to go to the mountains and isolate yourself. But I highly recommend giving yourself a chance to disconnect and rest if you haven't done that already, and just reflect and really just breathe without the noise of the world. Wherever you are trying to go, it's important to have checkpoints. It's important to have places where you stop, breathe, make sure you're going the right direction, and then proceed. So I like to think of the new year like that. And I can't wait to get into the things I put into place for 2022 that helped me have such a successful year that I will be repeating in 2023. But wow. To think of where I was at the start of 2022 versus where I am today is, I low-key like disassociate a little bit thinking about where I was at the start of 2022, and having to compare it to where I am today is absolutely insane. I was distraught, I was confused, I was unmotivated, I lacked belief in myself. I really did not believe in myself, and to an extent I didn't believe I was deserving of good things. Started 2022, I definitely did not believe in myself enough, but I took a risk on myself, and I'm very happy that I did because it landed me to the position I'm in today. I'm so grateful for the events that took place that literally cornered me and forced me to blossom. I think the difference between then and now is that at the start of 2022, I was fully reliant on myself, and now I've completely removed that pressure off of me and I have put it onto the one who has created me, okay? I am not stressing about if my dreams and plans will come into fruition. I am not stressing about whether tomorrow will come or not, because I am fully and utterly reliant on God right now, and I think that's why I'm in such a peaceful place and I have such a light-hearted approach to life now. Like, I am just experiencing my experience. I am just here to live out my destiny, my fate. I'm so excited. Whatever happens, I know I'm equipped for it because it's not me that's in control. It's not me that's in control. It is God. So yeah, guys, dinner was great. Can't believe I got full that fast. I don't even, like, normally my boba would be gone by now, but I literally have like half the cup left, which is great. I'm gonna give my throat a rest for a little bit. I'm gonna see y'all once I get home. So I just came home to a package, which appears to be from Mac. So it's only right that we open this together. By the way, Mac has never sent me PR before, and Mac was actually one of the first makeup brands that I probably ever put on my face. Fun fact, in high school, or at least in the beginning of high school, I was not allowed to wear makeup. I think the most my mom would let me get away with was some cheap powder that I picked up from Ross this one time. So I told my mom, to this day she still believes this, but I told my mom that I used to mix my Ross powder with Vaseline to make foundation, when really I was sneaking in her bathroom every single day before school and I was stealing her matte foundation because, you know, the face had to be on fleek, okay? I was worried about my beat even back then. So I would use her MAC foundation every single day before school. She barely wore makeup, so she couldn't tell whether it was empty because of her or just empty in general. And I told her that I was mixing potions and making my own foundation back then, and she was so impressed. She was like, wow, you are really creative, making your own foundation out of Vaseline and powder. Maybe I was using your foundation. That is the truth. Mom, if you're watching this, I'm so sorry that I lied, but the fact that Mac is sending your girl PR means it was for something, okay? This is insane to me, because first of all, this box is huge. So before we get into cracking open the wind jar, I'm gonna go ahead and crack open this PR box so we can get into it together. MAC Hyper Real High Performance Skincare. MAC has skincare? Since when? Look at this. Oh my goodness. What? Am I just late? What? Ooh. So this is the box. It says Hyper Real High Performance Skincare, and then it says MAC on this side, MAC on that side. Seems here is where you open it up. On the bottom shelf. All right, y'all, let me like get myself together because I'm clearly a little bit too excited. So they have a serum, a cleansing oil, and a moisturizing cream. And then on the top drawer is the serum and some pretty flowers. This box is so interesting. Like, that side is like this side, and then the other side is like flat. So I'm definitely keeping this box, the moisturizer, and the cleansing oil. There's also one more product here. I know it ain't what I think it is. It surely is. They sent me their Fix Plus, guys. This was one of the first setting sprays that I ever used. Thanks to my mom's makeup kit once again. Absolutely love MAC. This is such a big deal. So thank you so much, MAC, for sending this over. This is a great way to segue into the topic of setting goals and how important it is to have a vision for your life. I can't say that I saw MAC sending me PR on my future, but I can definitely say that I had a vision of success for myself. And by success, I mean happiness and fulfillment in what I do, and that is currently where I am. And I don't think I would have gotten here without, one, faith, of course, and two, having a sense of direction, aka goals, aka ambition, aka vision, whatever you want to call it. It is so important to write down your goals somewhere, the things you see for yourself, the things you desire for yourself, because without them, you're kind of just shooting aimlessly in the dark and hoping to hit something. And who wants to shoot in the dark when you can just turn on the lights, aim at your target, and shoot? So that is what this entire goal setting, New Year reset process is to me. It's narrowing in on your target and shooting as many times as you need to, so that hopefully one day you hit that bull's eye. This jar, I guess, would be representative of a lot of the bullseyes that I hit last year. Some of the things in here are not necessarily things that I wrote down as resolutions or goals for 2022, but I think that's the great thing about having goals, because sometimes you'll hit them and sometimes you'll hit other things, and maybe that in itself will redirect your vision as a whole. Friendly reminder that you do not have to stay stuck or committed to any goals that you feel like do not serve you anymore. So if you write resolutions today and then tomorrow you're like, maybe not so much, it is completely fine, because it is literally your life and you make the rules. So let me go ahead and open up one of these and see what one of my 2022 wins were. Okay. So this one was written on August 8th. Wait, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. Yeah, August. This one was written on August 8th, and it literally says, just realized I lost 10 pounds since November of last year just from making lifestyle changes. Baby, a win is a win, because since here, I think I've lost like another 5 pounds. A lot of people do not notice it. Like, others notice it. Others are like, you look the same. But I think the most important thing is how I feel about myself. Like, the scale barely matters. It's just nice to see that I'm actually making progress. But whether I had a scale or not over the past year, I am so proud of how committed I have been towards my fitness and my health. I think the moment I switched my perspective from going to the gym to look good and get some thick and have some waist and a fat booty to literally doing this so I can take care of the body that I have been blessed with, I have had so much success and a much healthier relationship with fitness as a whole. Like, I am not punishing myself for not looking the way the IG baddies do. I'm very proud of myself for how I handled that last year, and I will continue to maintain the things that I adopted last year whilst adding a couple of more things to the mix. So a round of applause for me, okay? If you had a fitness goal in 2022 that you accomplished as well, make sure to comment it down below, because it is such an amazing thing to take care of the body that you have been blessed with. Listen to me, health is wealth, okay? Health is more expensive than any of these things that we seek in our life. So let's see what this next one is saying. Oh my gosh! Okay, so this next one says, well, this was on December 5th, 2022, and it says, I completed the English and Arabic transliteration of the Quran today. I was so proud of myself for this little win right here, mainly because I've been reading the Quran for at least 3 years on and off. 2022 was the first year where I committed myself towards reading it to understand and reading it to finish it for once. A lot of times my faith would sway from left to right, and I'd read it when I feel like it and then ditch it for another couple of months. But 2022 was really the year that I said, listen, whether you feel like it or not, every single morning you are going to read that book, okay? And you are going to connect to your creator. And I'm so proud of myself for doing that. So another round of applause for your girl. If you had a spiritual goal that you accomplished in 2022 as well, make sure to comment down below so we can all give you a round of applause, because that is amazing. Okay, this one was an AdSense goal. I'm not going to say the number, because I don't believe in like, you know, being fully transparent with your finance situation. But this was a really big number that I hit for AdSense, which is the platform that pays us on YouTube. So I was very proud of myself hitting a financial goal. This was not a goal that I wrote down explicitly in my 2022 resolutions list, but it was still great to hit this. And I really want to stress that, like, when you make your resolutions, when you make your goal list, when you make your list of things you want to accomplish in 2023, one method of relieving the pressure of accomplishing every single thing you write down is to literally look at your goal list like a vault. I think that is what really changed the game for me in 2022. I did not look at my goal list as a list of things I had to accomplish in order to deem myself successful. I literally created the biggest list ever of just things I'd love to experience, things I'd love to accomplish in 2022. And I looked at it as a bingo box of things that I could possibly aim for within the new year. All of them were very important to me, but the goal was not to accomplish all of them. The goal was to accomplish as many of them as necessary in order to have a fulfilling year. Let's see what else I can share with you guys before I get ready for bed. Oh my God, this was April 30th. This is when I passed my real estate exam. This was a moment. This was a great, absolutely great win within 2022. And this was one of my New Year's resolutions. Don't want to cry on here. The plan was not to cry. So we're going to move on to the next one. Okay, this was intimate. So we're not going to share. Okay, I'm not sharing that one either. And we have gone through every single one of our wins in the jar. Of course, these are not all the wins that I had in 2022. These are just the ones that I could remember to write down. So I highly encourage that you guys take it upon yourselves to do something similar to this. I got this jar from Amazon. It has a little slit in it, which makes it a lot easier to throw your little sticky notes in it. I also got my sticky notes from Amazon as well. But yeah, guys, so tomorrow is the day that we're going to get into creating a visual, digital representation of what we want our 2023 to look like. Now, I've already written down my goals, and y'all know how I feel about sharing goals. I'm not the biggest on sharing goals, mainly for my sake. I feel like that little dopamine rush that you get when you share goals can a lot of times sabotage your ability to follow through with that goal. So for my sake, I like to just keep them to myself and work in silence, if you will, until it actually comes into fruition, so that I don't rob myself of an opportunity of actually following through with that goal. So hope you guys are enjoying the vlog so far. Hope that this is moving you in some way. On that note, I'm gonna get ready for bed. So I will see you guys tomorrow.
Man, talk that shit now, boy. It's about to get ate up.
Hey, niggas ain't gotta respect. Niggas just gotta accept. I put that top left. I love McCarty to death. Hype Williams, Lil X. If he don't save the record, give a fuck. Yeah, yeah. I put some ice on her hand. I let her take it in advance. She wasn't going as planned. I put her shit in the van. She gotta move with a friend. But she went back to her man. Give a fuck. I just put a wagon in the driveway, you know I did. When I shoot my shot, it's still go wild where it's going in. Me and Lil Sicko sitting sideways, breaking tents. Used to be an antisocial nigga, now I'm making friends. I just got a mansion out in Turks and it's a beachfront. If she bringing 4 friends, I know I hit at least one. Got them all tanning by the pool and they greased up. Police in my city, man, I keep their pockets greased up. Me and Capo trying to leave my market piece to Easter. Ain't nobody making too much money on the beach stuff. But I be for rapper cause I'm never with the sweet stuff. Shawty came from Mexico, she know she got the sweet stuff. Hey, niggas ain't got respect, niggas just gotta accept. no sequins. Buckles on the jacket, it's elite shit. Nike crossbody, got a piece in. Gotta dance, but it's really on some street shit. I'ma show you how to get it. It go right foot up, left foot slide, left foot up, right foot slide. Basically, I'm saying either way we bout to slide. Hey, can't let this one slide. Hey, don't you want it?
So before getting started on making your vision board, I highly recommend coming up with a list of goals or resolutions for the year, just so you have something to pull from. As much as we love a good old aesthetic, you do not want your vision board to be heavily based on aesthetics, otherwise it literally defeats the purpose. My 2022 vision board was heavily based on aesthetics, and I think I mentioned that in my 2022 reset video. But this year I wanted to do things differently. I wanted my vision board to be more than just some cool pictures as my wallpaper. I wanted it to be inspiring, and I wanted it to serve as a reminder of what I am working so hard for every single day. Next to me, I have all of my resolutions listed out so that I have a reference point for the pictures that I am pulling from Pinterest. So yes, for my vision board, all of my pictures were from Pinterest. I pretty much searched the topic of each of my resolutions in the Pinterest search bar and picked whatever pictures I felt were the most aesthetically pleasing. Now, you don't want your board to be completely without aesthetics, okay? You want a little aesthetic in there. So I made sure that the photos matched, and I swapped pictures out, and I did what was necessary to make sure that, you know, it was a good looking vision board. I used Canva, as you guys can see. I did try to use a template, but I didn't really like how the template was looking, so I just ended up throwing pictures and playing around with them until I liked the result. Now, as much fun as the vision boards and the goal setting and the planning can be, I do want to stress that prayer without doing the work will not yield you the results that you desire. The things you see on your vision board are not just going to come into fruition because you say they are and because you made a pretty vision board. You need to put in the work, but most importantly, you need to show up consistently. It is not about your intensity. It's not about how hard you are pushing today, but rather how little you can do every single day consistently to produce your desired results.
It don't have to be perfect. I feel like it's worth it. I know now that I've been the worst.
All right, y'all, we are saying goodbye to the old vision board and hello to the hello to the 2023 vision. This is such a cute little vision board, guys. I'm so proud of myself. It took me probably less than an hour to do this, but it's so detailed and every single picture actually means something, and I'm happy that they kind of tie in together because I wasn't searching more aesthetic based this time. I really wanted the pictures to signify what I want my 2023 to look like. I think it's super cute. I'm gonna go ahead and paste all of these photos into a 19:6 frame so that I can make my vision board compatible for my screensaver as well. So we took a little lunch break because, believe it or not, that vision board took a lot out of me. But we are back to the drawing board. Now I'm going to walk you guys through what I like to do to basically keep myself in check, hold myself accountable towards the goals that I set for myself at the start of the year. So I'm sure most of us can agree that a year is a very long time. For that reason, I do not like to overwhelm myself with what I will be doing in October of 2023. Instead, I like to break my goals down into quarterly objectives. So let's just say I want to learn a new language so badly, like that is at the top of my 2023 resolutions. For January, I may write write in find a Spanish language instructor. Now, this does not mean I will be learning Spanish in the month of January, but this is the step in that direction because we obviously cannot learn Spanish in one day, and we definitely cannot learn Spanish without an instructor. Now, let me go ahead and clarify that for the month of January, my focus will not just be on finding an instructor, but this is one step in the direction of accomplishing one of the resolutions that means a lot to me. Within the month, I also make it a point to take steps towards any of the other resolutions I have on my list that are a little less demanding. Now, if you guys would like to see an updated monthly reset routine, I would love to do that for y'all because it would be so much easier for me to break this down in a dedicated video. The main point that I want to drive home in today's video is that Rome was not built in a day. Everyone you see and admire that has made big changes in their life started with small steps. So it is really, really important to use each day as an opportunity to put one foot in front of the other and slowly build up those habits so you can live the life that you deserve. I am praying for an amazing year for all of you. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I will see you in my next one. Mwah. Bye, guys.
Put me on no time, I ain't late. Still rockin' by money, bait. Sit back and roll on eight. Smoking that shit to the face. I color cool, different race. Get on the car, hit the gate.